everything seems to be working and we're all good. Hello, and welcome. Alrighty, so for today, gonna just continue on this wonderful piece here. I'm still kind of sort of setting up, but I thought I would hang out as I'm setting up. So I gotta get my brushes here. So many brushes to choose from. But yet I mostly use the tiny ones. So tiny, teeny tiny, a little bit bigger but still small. Tiny. This. And then of course a flat brush. Where's my tiny flat brush? That one I definitely need to find. I like my very small flat brush. It becomes very useful. Aha, there it is. My teeny tiny flat brush. What is... Oh, okay. And there. And I haven't given myself turpentine yet. I'm gonna give myself that. There we go. Make sure that lid doesn't. Make sure it's on tight. What is going on? Ah. Okay. Sorry, I got like teeny tiny distracted by a message from a friend, and I was like, "Aw." I'll respond later though. um, sorry. All right. So I was working on Torque yesterday. I think I realized a few things that I do want to change about him, but I'm just gonna do little minor things to like his facial expression. But then I really want to just mainly focus on Monkey right now, and not overwork Torque too much. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my plan today. Because sometimes in pieces when it's not things aren't working out that well, it's like yes to keep moving and keep going forward, but sometimes it's good to take a break on things and then just come back to it later because you can kind of discover what was wrong or look at it with fresh eyes. Hey, it's Evolea. Hi, Evolea. How you doing? Good to see you here. Um. Uh. All right. So, you know what? I'm gonna move Torque over here. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Evil Leia. I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. Just working more on this piece. My other projects are going fairly well too. Definitely feeling the pressure a little bit more on the Shirako cosplay because I can feel the deadline coming up. But yet I'm still not that stressed over it. I'm gonna work on him more this week and today work a little bit more. I think I'm going to clean up. I have like a bunch of ears here. They're just like half made right on my table. And I think that I'm gonna like clean those up, baggy them, and kind of like readjust some things. reorganize a little bit. So I'm kind of so actually I was talking to Nacho yesterday on like what's my like problem with like why was I struggling so bad with Torque, and he's like he thinks it looks exactly like him. So I'm like, okay, at least someone does. But he's like, maybe change his facial expression and it might help, which actually I think it is. Again, I don't want to overwork it too much today. I'm just kind of like playing around with shapes, seeing if it looks better. Yeah, maybe a little bit. And then he was like, maybe make Taro less pissed off looking too. So I was like, okay. And I kind of agree. I'm like, I'm gonna adjust that. Gotta mix some new color for Taro. Gotta remix a little bit. Oh my gosh, I know, right? Today is April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. You know, uh, Evil Leia, I have not gotten pranked at all today yet. I say yet, but I bet you, I don't know if I'll get pranked even today. Um, and I didn't plan any pranks either. I did tease the idea, but then I didn't know what to do. I was like, "Oh, but what would the prank be and who would I prank?" And I couldn't think of anything. So nothing happened. What about you, Evil Leia? Did you get pranked today? Or did you pull any pranks? I mean, Evil Leia, you're always like making jokes in the stream, so I could see you pulling a cutesy prank on someone. I'll be shocked if you didn't. I know, true. True, true. It's just the morning for me. So the day's just begun. So you never know. There's still room for a prank somewhere. Oh shoot. I was resting my hand down and I forgot that I adjusted this background behind Torque. Whoops. Not yet. You haven't been pranked today? Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe. You know, Evil Eye, that would be a good prank. That'd be funny. Like the days leading up to April 1st, you joke with all your friends and family that you have some big prank. And so everyone's watching every corner like paranoid. And then all of a sudden, nothing happens the whole day. And you're like, ha, got you all. You're all walking around super paranoid. And nothing happened. No, that would be funny. Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? Win, we're talking about that today is April Fools. And is there any pranks that you're planning on today? Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Not sure. Uh-oh. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Win, you'll have to let me know if someone in your family pulls a prank on you. Okay, I don't know if you guys see this. The lighting still looks good, but for me the lighting's a little softer than I like it, so I usually use a lot of like natural light, but there's some cloud cover today. So the light coming through my window is very, very soft. So I'm like sitting here like squinting. I have an extra light. I'm gonna go turn it on, and I might have to adjust my camera. So just sit tight, not disappearing. There we go. And let me see. Do I have to adjust my camera? No, you guys still see it good. All right. There, that'll be a little easier making up for the cloud cover. Even though I'm very excited that we have cloud cover today. I like it when it's cloudy outside. I know, I'm a weirdo. A lot of people don't understand. They're like, I'm like, I do like the sunshine. The sunshine's nice. It's just that the desert sun is harsh. Very harsh. So it's kind of nice when we get a break and we get some cloud cover. There we go. They look so serious. Okay, I kind of like their expressions. Both of them. I like their expressions a little bit better. There we go. Well, then I see some missed messages. Oh my gosh, Win, that would have been so funny if I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna paint this masterpiece today. I'm gonna paint Doodle Bob. Ah, when maybe I should have like talked to you like a week before today and been like, hey, I want to do something for April Fools. I don't know what to do. Do you have ideas? Damn it. Ah, that would have been so good. When I need to come to you for more ideas in the future. Nah, I, Evo Leia, I will have to agree with you. I do like soft light too, but when I'm doing teeny tiny detailed stuff like this, I need crisper light. But soft lighting in general, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Can agree. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? No, Evo Leia, I don't think you're a weirdo. You're all good. My grandma, who was also an artist, she would buy the lowest voltage bulbs, light bulbs that you could buy. So it was like the softest lighting that you could get. And it'd be so funny. You would turn the light on and you couldn't even tell that the light was on. She was so funny. And she was also an artist and worked in that lighting. I know, right? I agree with you, Win. Being weird, well, the good kind of weird. Being that is fun. Yeah, being normal, it's too boring. Then it's like so predictable and you have to fit inside of a box. Who wants to fit inside of a box? Yes, happy April Fools to you too, Isaac. Isaac, are you planning any pranks today? Or have you been pranked already? I think it's funny that I'm painting Monkey on April Fools. Oh my gosh, Evil Leia, that would be funny. That would have been a funny painting. Doing hands like painting handsome Squidward. Oh my gosh. How about I just paint both? I paint both Doodle Bob and handsome Squidward side by side. Oh my gosh. No, oh my god, that would be such an ugly painting, but it would be glorious at the same time. Or how about that Squidward that's like, it's that abstract art one where he looks like a noodle? I forget what the official meme name is of him. But yeah. Nah, thank you. Thank you, Win. Yeah, my grandma really did produce like really, really pretty art. She is a really good artist. So, Isaac, you were the prankster today. That is fantastic. That is awesome. Nope, today's the day that you can get away with embarrassing your brother. Very true, Evil Leia. I have some of those, like, the salt lamp lights or those crystal pillar lights, and they're so pretty. Yeah, whether you believe in the healing properties or not, I think they make really, really nice lamps, even for just ambiance. Yeah, no, I love the crystal lights. So pretty. Nah. I'm sorry, Isaac, to hear. I'm sure it's like bittersweet going home. Like, you're happy to go visit your brother. You're happy to go home, but you're gonna miss your brother. Aw. Maybe you can plan another trip soon, Isaac, to go see your brother and nephew again. I'm sure he'd like that. Alright. So got pretty much all the skin tones down. Alright, and then now I don't know if I have enough orange or even the right orange. I think I need to. So for his hair, I'll move on to the hair next. Put this aside. And it's like a red orange. Aww. You would make an awesome dad, Isaac. You would. One day. One day you're gonna meet that awesome girl. Start a family together. Oh my gosh. Well, that'll be an interesting addition to Fortnite when. Do they have Becca? Oh my gosh. When that'd be funny. If you cosplay Adam Smasher, then I'll have to bring Becca. But in this alternate universe, I'm winning. I didn't know that Fortnite had like I didn't know that they had cyberpunk skins. But I should just assume at this point that they have everything. You know what? I'm gonna add in a little bit of cadmium red too in there. So orange, burnt sienna, and a little bit of cadmium red. Yes, I like that. They become friends, no longer enemies. Wait, what's up? Huh, interesting. I am not sure of that. Um, Evo Leia. I mean, so I've played just a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077. Um, actually, I got almost decently far in it. Um, and the storyline doesn't have anything to do with Edgerunners, even though it's totally in the same universe. I think actually how the timeline goes is that Edgerunners happens, I think, a year or 2 years before um, Cyberpunk 2077, the video game. But I know that there are mods where you can add in the characters, like you can add in Rebecca, you can add in Lucy, um, some of like Rebecca's like toys you can add in there as well. Um, there might be an Atom Smasher mod. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't heard of it, but I believe it. There we go. I actually like when I came up with this concept here of what each of the characters should look like. I just instantly pictured Monkey like this. Just like crying, running away from the drones. Poor Monkey. I know I'm totally making fun of him, but he's one of those characters that you could just make fun of. So funny. Ah, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Eee. I just I'm having fun. I am. Alright. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I sneezed. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you. I know, right? It is a fairy sneeze. A fairy sized sneeze. I'm looking through reference photos. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I'm doing. I swear that's so much of doing art. I kind of know what I'm doing. Hopefully. I know, right? Hopefully I got an idea. So, is anyone working on any projects right along with me? Or are you all just. Are we hanging out today? Today's a hangout day. Which, of course, there's no problem with that. You can hang out and watch me blend with a teeny tiny brush. I was actually just wondering what color should I blend at the bottom to kind of make it. There we go. You know, when painting eyes, I always do like a gradient of dark on top and then light at the bottom. It kind of adds more life to the eyes. It's just also a good like placeholder for color. Sometimes people ask me like how to make eyes look more lively, and it's to make them sparkle. Don't forget about adding shading to it. I do have fun with the expressions a lot. Maybe that's part of some of my problem with like when I was painting Torque is that he doesn't have a whole lot of expression that I'm working with. So, or with Chibi's, it's so yes, there's like characteristics of the character, but it's a lot about their personality. It's more like you're drawing their personality than their characteristics. So it's possible that's what was like kind of tripping me up. Nice. Nice win. I hope you're able to find motivation, that motivation that you're looking for. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Make something. Ooh, nice. All right. So, what's your cosplay idea? Or is it a secret? Do you want to keep it as a surprise? But if you feel like sharing, I'm very curious what your cosplay idea is. And here I am just mixing blue for the tears. That monkey is crying. I feel kind of mean doing this to him. Poor monkey. But I feel like it's so much him throughout the series, especially with the drones. Alrighty. Sounds good. I'll have to look at Instagram then when. You know what? I think my paint's a little bit too watery. Trying to mix it. There we go. This is partially how I get my entertainment. Is from the art that I create. There we go. His tears of fear. There we go. That's what it should be called. Tears of fear. I do have some dark red um, that I'm gonna mix a little bit more of the burnt umber into. Try to get like a darker red color for the inside of his mouth. Here, I'll show you my palette to show you what I'm doing. Maybe add a little bit more. Maybe add a little bit of black to it. Move this aside. I made him scared. He's terrified. He's running away from the drones. Yeah. There we go. He's wonderfully scared. And I do like this part of like painting the chibis too, is that it's so fun to play with the expressions. It's so fun to go over the top with it. I feel like that tongue is a little too red. I don't really care for it. So I'm going to bring it down, add some white to that red, kind of make it more pink. It's just turning more orange. What if I add actually like permanent rose to it? Yeah, there we go. That's a better pinky color. I should have. Well, I mean, technically, when this is when my brother takes a picture of it and then I'll have like a digital form, I could easily take this drone that's here and flip the image, like when I cut them out, make them all into die cuts. um I can easily do that. I could reposition. Have some fun, make different scenes. You know, switch it around a bit. All right. So, what am I doing next? Okay. So, for his clothes, it's like this weird gray green kind of like jumpsuit thing. I'm gonna need, so I'll put this aside for a sec. I'm gonna bring forward my palette. Fortunately, I do have still green on the palette, so that's good. You just put white, black, hold on. Oh my gosh. Excuse me again. You keep sneezing. I think I need to do another deep clean on in my room. I've been making ears. So here I'm actually going to, I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I took some white and I took some green, and to make it like a green gray, some black. Mix those colors together. I would say that's a good dark color for the suit. And if you're curious what green I'm using my favorite yellow green, which is sap green. I like using sap green. There we go. This is like more the color of his jumpsuit here. And I do want to make a slightly darker gray here too. It's a little too dark. I'm gonna lighten it up. See, when mixing colors, I'm very much like add little bits of color at a time, like small adjustments, because I don't want to waste paint. So very small adjustments at a time. Oh, thank you, Evil Leia. I know, I keep sneezing today. Very sneeze. Lots of sneezing. Almost forgot a part. I was like, wait, around his ears. Don't forget around his ears. Cleaning my brush. I'm gonna soften some of these edges. They're a little too harsh. I still haven't decided yet if I want to like outline everything in white or not. Like make it very sticker-like. Like that I've done for my other chibis. I'm still not completely sure. I don't know. What does everyone think? Do you think I should make them look like stickers and do white outlines? Or no, no white outlines. They don't need it. What do y'all think? Itchy. Itchy. Yeah, I definitely can feel it. The fur in this room. So slowly but surely it's coming together. It's coming together. Now working on his little jumpsuit here. He also has like this backpack as well. Sometimes as I'm working, I notice little details that I missed, like here on the mouth. I realized I missed that corner and made a weird shape. So, kind of off topic, but not really, still about painting. I'm going to be I'm almost done with this car painting that I'm doing in my art class, and I have to think of something new to work on, but I'm not completely sure what to choose and what to do next. So I'm wondering if anyone has any suggestions of things that I should do. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking something again with my typical style of neon lights, maybe some kind of concert scene or club scene. Maybe more on the video game or cyberpunk side. Not completely sure yet, but something. Something. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I have so many ideas as it is. You all know me at this point. I have no shortage of ideas. I feel like it's kind of a blessing and a curse. And I know I'm missing some details in the suit too. Like there'll be a belt right here around his waist that I'll just add in later. I just kind of wanted to solidly put in his jumpsuit. And sometimes it's so hard to go around all these teeny tiny details. Swear sometimes I'm like holding my breath as I'm drawing these. I'm like, ah. Like, don't breathe, don't breathe. As I'm getting the teeny details on here. Don't breathe. Sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze again. Ah! Sorry, excuse me. Again, for the third time today. Yeah, I think after this stream, I am definitely cleaning up the ears. Definitely cleaning up that fur. Keep making me want to sneeze. It's crazy because it's like the little hairs of these ears are so fine, so they float everywhere around in the room. It's just like, I feel it in my nose. He has like this white undershirt. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting very hung up in the tiny details and shapes of things. When at this stage is probably honestly not even that necessary. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? You stopped in. Yay! I'm happy that you stopped in. Oh my gosh, Evalia, you have no idea with the Ear Factory back full in swing. Yup, pretty much. It is pretty furry here. I actually found a new trick with my oil painting. So you know how I would constantly fight with like hair fuzzies falling in the paint, and yes, it still does. But I don't leave out my paintings anymore on the table to dry, so the hair, when it settles, it lands on my pieces. Instead, I put it back on my easel. And that has been making such a difference so that when I pull it out to work on, I'm not like, oh, there's fuzzies now where I was working. Greetings, Nacho. Hey, Nacho, what do you think of Monkey? That's how you imagine monkey? Yes. Yep, just screaming, running away. Yep, and so it's just coming along, just painting tiny details. Just, I don't know. It's a lot of like little color here, little color there, tap, tap, tap. Yeah, unfortunately, no April Fool's joke here of how much work and slow this goes. I know the progress almost feels slow, but I think I'm actually moving pretty quickly, taking that I'm pretty much only working with a small brush. And there's so many just transitions of different colors too. So I'm constantly cleaning the brush. Oh wait, seriously? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Nacho. She did not tell me that she was going to do that. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So, like, I wonder if she did that to Lucas as well. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. She did that to your car. Nacho, did you notice if there was if drivers around you were behaving differently? because Lucas shared stories that sadly people were being like extra mean to him and he couldn't figure out why. Like people were like cutting him off and that kind of stuff. Like we did that joke to him a few years ago. That's where I'm sharing the story from. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So apparently, Nacho, today you are a student driver. You're just learning how to drive, apparently. But just for today, though. That's so funny. My gosh. You drove kind of fast. Oh my gosh, you drew. Oh my gosh. With the sticker too. My gosh. I wonder what people were thinking today. Being like, wow, that student driver's gutsy. He's ready just to go. Go, go, go. That's so funny. You're funny, evil Leia. That's funny. All right, so now we're kind of done with the. You know what? I wonder if the gray that I mixed a little bit ago is still good because I can do the knee pads in those that gray. If it's still even good. No, it's not. It's all dried up. No. It's okay, I can mix more. Yeah, I like how Monkey's turning out. I think I've noticed I do better with the more expressive chibis than the stoic chibis. I'm realizing that about myself as I'm painting this. You know which one I'm actually really excited to paint in here is Sparky. I'm really excited to get the Sparky that's over here. I think he'll be fun. I'm actually really happy that he's included into the group. I didn't want to forget about Sparky, even though he really only appears in like the last movie. Well, he's there the whole time, but it's like he doesn't become a real character until later. That is true. That is true, Nacho. They are supposed to be extra expressive. All right, so now for the shoes, the belt, the backpack, all that. Look at him here. I'll turn him right side so you guys can see. There we go. I know. He's so silly. It's so funny. All right, so his backpack's like orange brown color. So I see a lot of orange and I see a lot of like well, see orange and a little bit of that yellow ochre. So there's the yellow ochre. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Win. And I need a new napkin because mine is filling up, getting dirty. All right, so for the bag, I'll go in here. It's gonna be a little bit of orange. Actually, I think I need more orange. Yeah, I definitely need more orange. Where's the orange? Yep. I like that. I like that scene too, Nacho. That's so funny. So many great scenes. Yeah, I also like the scene of Monkey where it's the very first realm and the storm realm and he keeps asking how much they're gonna get paid. And of course no one's getting paid. And then he's all upset. But he doesn't leave, for the record. He doesn't leave, even though he's like wondering how much are we getting paid? They're not. Oh, because of Lonnie, that's why he stays. You know what, Nacho? I don't think you're wrong. That's it. If it's not for the money, it's for the girl. He found new motivation. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this orange for the bags. Just saying. As I'm like painting this, I'm like, okay, I think I'm spending way too much time on such a tiny detail that even if it's a little off, I don't think anyone would notice. But I'll notice. So that's my perfectionist coming out. And then there's his little backpack. You know what? Looking at the time, that'd be pretty cool if I could get all of Monkey done today. That'd be really cool. And yes, I'm gonna spend time on all these little details because I want to and it makes me happy. All his little tools. All right, and now for his shoes. They're actually a little more yellow than the colors that I have right here. I'm going to just quickly add a little bit more yellow to the orange. There's a little fuzzy. Little fuzzy. Fuzzy, be gone. Oh my gosh, it's still here. Be gone, Fuzzy. I thought it was attached to the canvas and it was actually attached to the brush. I swear Monkey has weird shoes. Very, very weird shoes. Aw, thank you, Blood, for the hearts. Thank you. I always appreciate the hearts. That I do. See, his shoes are weird. And then they have like this, like, so it's like bubbled up here. And then they have like a bubble here and a bubble here. I don't know. It's just weird. Hey, it's Moniko Arts. Hello, hello, welcome. Moniko, you just came like at the right time. Yeah, thank you. It's good to see you here. Moniko Arts, it's been a little bit. How are you doing? I saw that you just did a show. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? But recently I saw that you just did a show. How was that? Yeah, I'm working on these very fun accelerator chibis. Yeah, having fun with these. Oh my gosh. They are a lot of work though, because it's just like the tiny details in them. Oh my gosh. So small. All these like teeny tiny details. Nice, nice. Glad to hear you had a good show, Moniko Arts. That's awesome. Yay! Ah, that's always like a relief when it's a good show and everyone's having a good time and the artists are finding success. You can't really ask for better. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they are very detailed for sure. Oh my gosh. The details are real, and the tiny brush is working hard. You know what? I think if I was to open an art studio, that's what I would call it. I would call it the tiny brush. Cuz that's what I mainly work with. Teeny tiny brushes. You like that name, Nacho? The tiny brush. Fairy brush. Small brush. Thank you, Maniko Arts. Okay, so you all agree. You all agree that if I was to open up a studio, that's what it should be called. The tiny brush. Or the small brush. Small. Almost done here. All I got left are his hands. And hands are hard. That'll probably take me to the end, but we'll see. We'll see if we'll get to working on pork chop or not. Most likely not, but maybe I can get started. We'll see. Tiny, small, little fairy brush art studio. I love it. I love it. It does sound like an anime cover. It does. About a little fairy artist that's like really these no, I kind of like the meme of ridiculously long titles for anime. And that's a mouthful to a tiny, small, little fairy brush art studio. I like that. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna keep that. All of our ideas put into one. My life as is a tiny, small, little fairy brush art studio. Yup. That's it. I want a mini manga written about it. Fairy Brush Productions. Cute. Isaac, that's a good question. Nacho, will you teach the baby the ways of the nacho? Isaac, I will teach your baby the ways of the fairy art studio. The tiny, small, tiny brush. The ways of the tiny, small brush. You know, his hands look very like balloon clown like, but there's something about it that I don't hate it. For some odd reason, you would think that, like, I would think I wouldn't like it. It does need some refinement, but I know monkey refine. That does not sound possible. I'm gonna try to outline them a little bit better, blend them into the background, like the not so great edges. Good. I'm glad you like that idea, Isaac. The ways of the tiny brush. That might even become today's stream title once I post it. My ways of the tiny brush. I'll have to see if I remember that. Remember. And I want to kind of blend these edges in here. No, everything's okay. I look over at my phone and I'm like, notifications. Nope, everything's fine. Yeah, doing all these little fingers individually. Oh my gosh. I think this might be the hardest part of this painting. Is these tiny fingers. And also too, hands are hard to draw just by themselves. No matter what you do with hands, they're just as us fellow artists know. I think that's good, Isaac. Teach them the ways of voice acting and playing video games. Good things for them to know. I know you'd be a good teacher, Isaac. Okay, I think why this glove probably looks really funky is because there's like no really dark colors. There's like no dark contrast. I think that's what's throwing me off a little bit. Oh my gosh, I know, hands are so tricky. And also too, it doesn't make it easier that I'm working at such a small scale. I get why most people just make chibi hands nubs. I might, after this, I might change up my style and make the chibi hands nubs. Be like, that's it. Changing my style, guys. There we go. It's starting to look better. It's beginning to look like a hand. And that's okay if they're a little stubby. I mean, they're chibis, so they can have little stubby hands. They can live with that. Mm. True Maniko arts. Yes, sometimes it's just like a thumb and then kind of like mittens. Like it's like their hands are just like little mittens. Yep. I see that too. I kind of did that with Karma up here. She kind of has like mitten hands. See, little mittens. Yep. It did make it easier to have little mitten hands. I don't know, there's something funny though about like the hands spread out, like running. Like, I think this hand turned okay. It's a little balloony, but that's alright. I don't hate it actually. What is nice about painting the chibis is that I feel a freedom from realism. Like, I feel like I don't have to be realistic in any way, shape, or form. And it's kind of nice, especially that most of the time I work in realism. So it's like I kind of have a little bit of freedom. Ooh, sounds good, Nacho. Nacho, now you're making me hungry for nachos. It is coming to lunchtime. I feel like what's tricky with his hands too is that the gloves are like yellow, so the yellow doesn't have any contrast at all against this orange background. So his hands do get lost in this background. But I think when I make them into die cuts, it'll read a lot easier when there is no background. But for the painting's sake, I might have to figure out how to fix that. Like, do I add like a darker red behind him or something like that, especially that hand, so that pops out a little bit more, like this red right here, I might end up putting here, kind of stretching out so that it pops out. Technically, I should put a cool color behind, but I really wanted this like gradient of their teen colors as the background. So I'm breaking a little bit of color theory rules. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of the color theory rules. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Win. I know. And actually, it is the time. But I want to finish up this hand and then I will end this stream. Because I don't want to just. I'm not. Me, myself, I'm not at a good stopping point. And I always like to end it off where I am at a good stopping point, and I'm almost there. So I know it goes so fast. I'm just gonna touch, touch, touch. I know, tiniest little touches. Tiniest little touch, touch, touch. Almost done. Almost done. But rules are meant to be broken. Wait, wasn't that from World Race? Benji says that, right? And then Tesla gets all angry and he's like, not my rules. I know, tiniest little taps and touches of paint. I know. All right. There we go. I think I'll call it there for today. Just call it there. Turn it around so you all can see. I won't forget when. I won't forget. Alrighty. Win, don't worry about it. You're all good. No, you don't even need to apologize for that. You're good. It's just one of those things I was like, missed opportunity. It's okay. But if I worked on that, I wouldn't have wonderful monkey here first layer done. So you're all good. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for joining today. It was awesome to have you all here. Yeah, I think the progress is moving. Um, the fixed, adjusted expressions, I think, are looking better. Yeah, and just, I don't know, it just keep moving along bit by bit. Alrighty, so as for Friday, I know that I've been talking about it and mentioning it quite a bit. I will be switching over times on Friday to more the afternoon times, so from 3 to 5. I will post when I'm about to go live, like always. And what I'll work on. So, I'm not sure. I might work on this, or I have a lot of the foam pieces for Shirako cosplay completed, so I might paint that on stream. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about today. Thank you everyone for joining. You are all awesome. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. So to Evo Leia, to answer your question, it'll be this change will happen for every Fridays continuing. So that's gonna be my new Friday time is going to be from 3 to 5. Um, I know, Evil Leia, there's a huge time difference between us, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If it gets too late for you and you can't stay up, that's okay. Please don't feel pressure. I will be continuing to upload the VODs to my YouTube. That won't change. So it'll be all good there. So if you miss anything, you can always look at the VOD, or I'll post it on my story and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but thank you everyone, and I will see you all Friday. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye.